Now, let's go live to the Cyan Sky broadcast booth with the voice of the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Here's Sam Jelnick.
From Coca-Cola Park in Allentown, Pennsylvania, it is time for Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs baseball. Hi, everybody. Sam Jelnick with you on a beautiful Tuesday evening, second home series of the year for the Iron Pigs. And if you didn't know any better, it feels like we were in mid-June. It is 75 degrees and sunny here as we approach first pitch here between the Pigs and the Durham Bulls. 1-6 between these two sides. Last year the Pigs went down to Durham, dropped 5 of 6. They'll try to return the favor here as the Bulls come north to Coca-Cola Park for the first time in a long time. Durham coming into the game at 3-6 on the season. They'll send Goodrum, Basabe, and Smith to the plate here in the first against Colby Allard, making his second start, 0-0 with a 3.60 ERA. 2 runs allowed in 5 innings during his first outing. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 hits allowed during that start against Worcester. He's on the mound. Here's how the defense lines up behind him, presented by Ashley. Cody Clemens is in left, Matt Kroon in center, Simone Muziati in right. Nick Podkol's over at third, Weston Wilson at short, Scott Kingery at second, Derek Hall at first, and Aramis Garcia does the catching for Allard, the lefty on the mound. Colby, relatively slight of stature, 6'1", 195, 26 years old, out of Anaheim, California. Signed as a free agent this offseason by the Phillies, a major league deal, but it was a split contract paying him 1 salary in the majors, 1 salary in the minors. Nico Goodrum, the switch hitter, digs in from the right side to lead things off. Allard hands over the head into his wind, and the first pitch of the game is a fastball in the inside corner. Called a strike at 92, and we're underway here from Coca-Cola Park, just a minute late at 6:46. 75 degrees at first pitch, and the 0-1. Allard misses just a touch high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Goodrum, somebody that the Pigs saw a lot of last year when he was with Worcester. Always a thorn in the Pigs' side. Very good drawing a walk. 1-1. Allard finds the outside corner. Called strike. 1-2. Goodrum to begin this year, 8 for 32, 2 homers, 7 driven in, and go figure, 6 walks against 8 strikeouts. 1-2. Allard gets a called strike 3. Curveball bends back to the belt on the outside corner. And Colby Allard, 1 up, 1 down by way of the K. Bring up Oslavis Basabe. Basabe, another right-handed hitter. 7 for 35 through 9 games. Podkol at third, comes in a couple of steps towards the grass in the first pitch. Allard loses control of the curveball, misses way high. 1 ball, no strikes. Wind blowing ever so slightly out towards left at the moment. Allard the kick and the pitch. Basabe late on it, swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wonderful crowd here on Tuesday evening. Good bit of the berm packed with both human and dog alike. 1-1. Basabe fouls it back and out of play. Tail wagging Tuesday, Dollar Dog Tuesday as well, thanks to TD Bank and Burke's Packing. Basabe playing third base, no homers, 1 driven in. 23 years old, out of Venezuela. Kroon shaded towards right center, 1-2, and Basabe slices it out of play. Count will remain 1-2. For Allard, fastball, cutter, slider, curveball, changeup. First time facing Durham since 2019. That was when he was in the Braves organization. 1-2. Basabe takes a curveball down low. He actually faced Durham 5 times that season, including an 8-inning performance where he allowed just 1 run, striking out 7, no walks, getting the win. Trying to sit down Basabe, the 2-2. And Basabe fouls it back up into the club level. Iron Pigs wearing their home whites here on Tuesday. White jersey, white pants, navy blue hat for Allard, high black socks. Durham, road grays, gray pants, gray jersey. 2-2. And Basabe stings it out towards right center. Muziati was shaded towards the line. Goes to his right, gets under it, makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down for Colby Allard. For Durham, it's the classic D logo with the bull jumping through it. On the left chest. Brings up Dominic Smith, the first baseman. Smith, slow start, 4 for 21. Signed late after spring training. First pitch he takes low. Signed on March 30th. He was in spring camp with the Cubs. Cubs elected to go with Garrett Cooper and Michael Bush at first base, and Smith granted his release. 1-0. Smith lays off the heater high. Umpiring crew today, we got a full 4-man crew. It will be that way every other day as Major League umpire Chris Conroy is here on a Major League rehab assignment. 2-0 pitch. Smith takes down and away. Tanner Dobson is behind the plate. Mitch Tretiak at first, Conroy at second, and Darius Ghani, our crew chief, is at third. 3-0 on Dom Smith. 2 outs, nobody on. The first, the pitch. It's high, ball 4. Smith walks on 4 pitches. Remember, automatic balls and strikes here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We'll have the challenge system Friday through Sunday. 2 outs, a runner at first for Alex Jackson, the catcher. Jackson picked up by the Rays trade deadline last year. Evan McKendry going to the Brewers. Alex Jackson back to the Rays. First pitch. Jackson takes the dirt. Jackson originally a first-round pick by the Mariners. 6th overall back in 2014. Ended up in the Braves system. 1 ball, no strikes, the pitch. Jackson takes a strike, down to the knees. Now Jackson did play in Gwinnett in 2019, which means that he was a teammate of Allard's. 1-1, and Jackson rips it on the ground, foul down the third baseline. That almost looked like it jumped over the bag. Morgan Ensberg, the manager for the Bulls and also third base coach, isn't questioning Ghani. Big break for the Pigs there. Jackson's a little unsure himself walking back to the plate. He thought he had extra bases. But with Jackson having caught Allard in the minors and with Gwinnett and also in the major leagues with the Braves, you gotta wonder who holds the advantage. It's been a while. 1-2. Jackson takes high, 2-2. Hasn't seen Allard, obviously, in a couple of years. Hasn't caught him since then. But I've always wondered when a pitcher and catcher face off who've worked together before, who has the advantage? 2-2. Jackson takes high and away, 3-2. You'd think that it would be the hitter and catcher who has the advantage, given that they've caught the pitcher's stuff. They know how they like to work, kind of figure out their game plan. We'll put that to the test. 3-2 on Alex Jackson. Dom Smith at first will be off in the pitch. 2 outs, top of the first, no score. Payoff pitch, runner goes, and Jackson takes high and away. Ball 4. Back-to-back 2-out walks. Brings up Cameron Meisner. Out to the mound goes the catcher Aramis Garcia to chat with Allard. Got the first 2 outs easy enough. Punching out Goodrum looking. Basabe flat out to right. Smith walked on 4 pitches, and then Jackson a good battle, a 3-2 walk. Garcia all red catcher's gear, going with the hockey goalie style mask, squats back down behind the plate. Meisner, left-handed batter. Long limbed, hands held high in the first pitch. Cutter top of the zone, outside corner for a strike. Meisner 8 for 30, 1 homer, 4 driven in. First and second, 2 outs, the pitch. Fastball too high. Allard, tan glove, red laces. Holds it against his front hip. Feet come together, he's set. 1-1. Up and in, almost gotten Meisner on the shoulder. 2 balls to strike. Smith at second, Jackson at first. 2 outs, top of the first. 2-1. Fastball this high again. Most of Allard's misses here in the first have been high. Just can't get down in the zone. Now Meisner, a dangerous hitter. Heading the count 3-1. The pitch. Meisner swings through the fastball. Allard challenged him at the top of the zone. Second straight hitter, a full count. 3-2 on Cam Meisner. Runners will be off on the pitch. Allard trying to post a scoreless first. Runners go, 3-2. Meisner takes high. Ball 4, third straight walk. Loads the bases for Ruben Cardenas. You can see Allard shout into his glove after missing with that pitch high. Takes a moment, the downslope of the mound, regathers himself. Now Cardenas, 10 for 25. That's 400 here through 6 games, 2 homers, plus 2 doubles, triple. First pitch, tails away. 1-0. Allard trying to slow things down, toes the rubber. Smith at third, Jackson at second, Meisner at first. And Allard steps off. One 1-0 pitch. Allard upstairs again, ball 2. Again, barks into his glove, the crowd getting a little restless. Through 6 games this season, the Pigs have seen their opponents score first in 5 of them. Iron Pigs have yet to score in the first, while their opponents have scored 4 times. 2-0, high again. 3-0 on Cardenas, and Allard in danger of walking home a run. .30 pitches in the inning for Allard. 3-0. Fastball right down the middle. Pretty considerable Bronx cheer. And 3-0, or 3-1 now on Cardenas. The pitch. Swings and fouls it back, and Allard again 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded, runners will be off. Cardenas takes his time, now digs back in. 2-tone bat, natural grain barrel, black handle. Allard set, runners ready, 3-2 pitch, and it's shot right back up the middle behind second. Kingery there on the backhand, throws low to first, Hall can't pick it, 1 run comes in to score, and now a second right behind it, and the inning continues after the error. 2 runs score, Smith and Jackson. Cardenas ends up at second, Meisner at third. Kingery a little bit of indecision, thought about going to second, saw that he couldn't get there in time, then threw low to first. Hall couldn't pick it, and it's 2-0 Durham here in the first. Pitching coach Ryan Buchter goes out to the mound. That ball was scorched. Back in the middle at 100 miles an hour. I think the thing Kingery didn't notice was after he realized he couldn't get to second in time for the force, he had time to set his feet to throw to first. That ball was hit so hard, Cardenas was a little slow out of the box. It'll be a straight E4, allowing both runs to score. So another tough first inning for Colby Allard. He allowed 2 runs in the first of his last start. Both of those coming on true hits. This time it's 3 walks and an error. Second and third, 2 outs. Logan Driscoll from the left side stands in. And Allard will go back to the windup. Hands over the head, his first pitch. Missed down and away with a fastball. Driscoll, 7 for 23. No homers, 3 driven in. Hitting .304. 1-0. And Driscoll smokes it out towards right. Muzziotti throws, now goes back and watches it hit up against the base of the wall and die there. 2 runs coming to score. Into second goes Driscoll, and it's 4-0 Durham here in the first. Second straight ball that was tattooed by Durham hitters. That one had 108 off the bat. And even if Muzziotti doesn't freeze, that ball was going over his head so quickly. Ended up getting wedgied in between the padding of the wall and the bottom of the warning track. So Driscoll, a 2-run double. Now Ronnie Simon, the pitch. And Simon, a weak dribbler foul. Five RBIs in the season now for Driscoll. And Simon hitting .265 in the early going, no homer, 6 driven in. Takes a changeup outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, top of the first, 4 runs in, all of them unearned. One offering. Simon checks his swing. Fastball is high. 2 balls a strike. Looks like our pregame guest, Griff McGarry, loosening out in the Iron Pigs bullpen. 2-1. Simon fouls it back over the netting into the sweet level. Allard trying to find the ender before he hits 40 pitches. Two. Simon takes high. And I'd have to guess that if Allard doesn't retire Simon, that's going to be it. McGarry seems to be ready. Allard now at 40 pitches. 3-2. And Simon pops it up behind home. Get back into the seats. Count stays full. The 4th full count here the first for Allard. 3-2. Simon swings and misses, pitch in the dirt. Garcia blocks it, tags out Simon, and the inning comes to a close. Work to do, trail the Bulls 4-0 after a half inning of play. Joe Rock staked to the early lead for Durham on the mound. Here's how the defense lines up behind him. It's Tristan Peters in left, Cameron Meisner in center, Ruben Cardenas in right, Oslavis Basabe at third, Nico Goodrum at short, Ronnie Simon at second, Dominic Smith at first, and Alex Jackson does the catching. Rock making his second start, pitched against Norfolk, 4 innings, 2 runs, 5 hits, allowed 2 solo homers, 6 strikeouts. From Sewickley, Pennsylvania, that's outside of Pittsburgh. Left-handed pitcher, 6'6", 200. Third base side of the rubber, the pitch. And Matt Kroon takes a strike. Fastball down the middle. Rock originally drafted by the Rockies, 2nd round in 2021. Got dealt towards the end of spring training by the Rockies to the Rays. 0-1 on the inside corner, 0-2. In exchange for former first-round pick Greg Jones, speedy infielder. 0-2 to Kroon. Fouled back. Kroon off for a good start. 5 for 12. No homers, 4 knocked home. Rock the wind and the pitch. Down the dirt. Ball, 2 strikes. Iron Pigs in a familiar position down early. They've now allowed 8 first-inning runs without scoring a first-inning run for themselves. 1-2 pitch. Kroon, a line drive up the middle. That's into center, a base hit. And Kroon just keeps on hitting. Had a great series against Rochester. Finished that one going 4 for 8. And now a first inning single. Brings up Weston Wilson. RBI single in game 2 of the doubleheader on Sunday. Snapped an 0 for 14 streak for him. Kroon at first, nobody out, the pitch. Weston takes outside, ball 1. Wilson, 3 for 24 to begin the season. Started off slow last year, sitting under 200 at the end of April. 1-0 pitch on the inside corner. Didn't stop him from hitting 31 homers on the season, 32 stolen bases, 259 average overall with an OPS of 879. 1-1. Sinker runs off the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Iron Pigs trying to answer after Durham 4 runs with 2 outs in the top half. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Back foot slider. Wilson calls time, steps out, knocks the dirt out of his spikes, then the dirt off the barrel of his bat. Kroon at first, nobody out. Bottom of the first, the pitch. Wilson, a weak number up the third base side. Charge again for it. Basabe tries to go for the bare-handed whiffs. Everybody's safe. It'll be an infield single. Line drive single for Kroon, infield single for Wilson. That's the only play Basabe had. And even if Rock off the mound is able to get there, trying to plant, turn, and throw to get to Wilson, who runs well, that's an ordeal. I'll make it 2 on, nobody out. Cody Clemens, the hitter. Infield, place him to pull. The pitch. Fastball's away. Shortstop Goodrum right up the middle. Cody 5 for 24, a homer, 4 knocked home. 1-0. Fastball top of the zone, splits the plate. Despite failing to score in the first inning this season, the Pigs have done a tremendous job. 1-1. Outside, fastball away, of responding after their opponent scores. Maybe not coming back to tie the game or take the lead, but at least offering something. Trail by 4 here, the 2-1. Down low. Clemens won't chase the slider. Kroon at second, Wilson at first. 3-1 on Cody Clemens. Rock high set, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Challenged him with a fastball up and in, and Clemens wanted every piece of it. Came up empty. Full count. Rock looks to second, 3-2. And Clemens fights it off. Fastball, similar spot. Back-to-back fastballs up and in. Does Rock want to go slider down and away? Doesn't want to walk Clemens, though, and load the bases. See what he does. Another 3-2. Fastball just down low. Great eye from Cody Clemens. He draws the walk, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. So both starters having trouble here in the first. For Rock, single walk, states to a 4-0 lead. And the catcher, Aramis Garcia, hits. Right-handed stick, the pitch. Fastball on the inside corner, 0-1. Garcia, slow start, 2 for 15, but he got robbed of 2 extra base hits in Rochester over the weekend. 0-1. Garcia, a weak roller, foul down the third base side. Change up, down and away. He's in a quick 0-2 hole. Garcia had 1 grand slam last year. Iron Pigs still looking for their first grand slam of the year. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball by him. Rock dispatches Garcia on 3 pitches. That's the first out here in the first. Still 4-0 Durham. Bottom 1. First baseman Derek Hall try to chip away at the deficit. Hall from the left side against the lefty on the mound. The pitch. Sinker right down the middle. Hall 3 for 17, all 3 hits singles. 2 RBIs. Both came on opening night. 0-1. And Hall, a jam shot into shallow right. Simon going out, second baseman tumbles and makes the catch. Everybody has to stay put, and there's 2 away. Ronnie Simon covering some ground, almost lost his footing as he got turned around at the last moment trying to reach over his shoulder. What a fantastic acrobatic catch. And the Pigs on the verge of wasting a bases loaded, nobody out opportunity. Now 2 outs, bases still juiced. It'll be up to Jordan Lupolo. 4-0 Bulls, the pitch. Lupolo checks his swing, appeal to first. Ooh, no swing, says Mitch Tretiak. Lupolo at the plate almost kind of looked like he thought he'd win. Jordan 6 for 15. Has demolished left-handed pitching his entire career. 1-0. Fouled back. That was the pitch. Sinker down the middle. That's how Lupolo made his money in bigs, just hitting left-handed pitching. Lupolo calls time, steps out. Just wrapped up a series against Rochester, went 4 for 7. Hit in each game. 1-1. And Lupolo, a line shot down the left field line. That's in for a hit. It'll go all the way to the corner. Kroon and Wilson score. Racing around third. Here comes Clemens. Relay throw cut off. Bases clearing double. Jordan Lupolo. Pigs right back in this one. 4-3 Durham. Jordan Lupolo has never met a left-handed pitcher he doesn't like. 3-run double. We've got ourselves a 1-run game. Now Nick Podkol a chance to tie it. Lupolo now 6 RBIs in the season. The pitch. High and away, ball 1. Nearly identical, that double for Lupolo, as the one that he hit first Saturday of the year, game 2 against Worcester. 2-run double down the line to tie that game in the 8th. Also off a lefty. And Podkol stings it right center field, racing over Cardenas, he dives, can't catch it. Lupolo comes in to score, and Nick Podkol ties the game with an RBI single. Both teams with 4 runs with 2 outs here in the first. Podkol flicks it the other way, drives in Lupolo, and we've got a brand new game. Simone Muzziotti, the next hitter. Podkol at first, 2 outs. We're tied at 4. The pitch. Right down the middle, 1-1. Podkol's first RBI of the season. Snaps an 0 for 5 string for him as well. 0-1. Muziati, a high chopper over to third on the big hop. Basabe has it on the infield grass, fires to first. Retires Muziati, and the inning over. But the Pigs score 4 runs. They do it on 4 hits. No errors, 1 left. As we go to the top of the second. You having fun yet? 9-1-2. 2 up for Durham. Peters, Goodrum, Basabe against Colby Allard. Took him 42 pitches to get through the first, but he'll come back out for the second. None of the runs in the first earned on Allard's ledger. The pitch. Peters takes down and away. 2 runs scoring with 2 outs in the first for Durham on a throwing error from Kingery. 1-0 pitch. Outside corner, 1-1. And then the 2-run double for Logan Driscoll. Peters leading it off, 6 for 23. Left-handed hitter out of Canada. Pitch, foul tip. Held on to by Garcia, 1-2. Went to college at SIU Carbondale. 7th round pick of the Brewers. 1-2. Called strike 3. Fastball just nips the outside corner, bell tie. 3rd strikeout of the game for Allard. One out in the second. Brings up Nico Goodrum, top of the order. He struck out looking his first time up. Was a quick enough start for Allard. The pitch off the hands. Goodrum pops it up. Lands foul, first base side. Allard threw 8 of his first 11 pitches for strikes. But then 3 straight walks, an error, and a double. 0-1. Goodrum grounds it to the backstop. Quickly, 2 strikes. Tied at 4, top of the second. Outfield shaded the other way. Crisscross pattern in the outfield here this series. 0-2. Goodrum fights it off. Back into the seats. Diamond pattern. Two strikes on Goodrum, the pitch. Way inside, almost hit him. Or 1-2, beg your pardon, the pitch. And Goodrum line drive left center, that falls into the gap. Clemens cuts it off, fires it in. 2 strike single for Goodrum. He's aboard with 1 out, and this is a problem that's been plaguing Pigs pitching when they've struggled a little bit here in the early going, and that's putting guys away with 2 strikes. You felt Mick Abel go through that in game 1 on Sunday. Max Castillo, when he struggled, ditto. First pitch to Basabe, fouled away, high into the seats down the right side. Tied at 4, top of the second. Goodrum at first. Basabe fly to right his first time up. Throw over to first, and Goodrum back in standing. Allard really towing that 45-degree line. It's a lefty making his move over to first. Precariously close to a balk. 0-1. Foul tip held onto by Basabe, or by Garcia off the bat of Basabe. 0-2. Everybody always talks about how funny it would be to see a regular person try to face a major league pitcher on the mound if they could even make contact. 0-2, Goodrum runs. Fastball aside, Garcia's throw to second. Just late. Came in on a hop. Goodrum, good jump. Swipes the bag on Garcia, something that's not very easy to do here to begin the season. Garcia finds himself having thrown out 5 of 7 possible base stealers. But in the pros v. Joes department, I would love to see somebody try to steal the base on a major league left-handed pitcher, on say like Andy Pettit. The pitch, swing and a miss, tied him up inside with a fastball. 4th strikeout for Allard. 2 outs. And seeing people be bamboozled by a good lefty's move would be something. 2 outs, a runner at second. Brings up Dom Smith, and there is one elated Mets fan up here on the second level. Pitch to Smith, misses low, ball 1. Smith, many a season with the Mets, his best one coming in 2019. The pitch, lined the other way, falling fast, it's down for a hit. Clemens has it on a hop, flying around third. Goodrum, he'll score standing. RBI single the other way. For Dominic Smith, that's a great piece of hitting. And the Bulls back on top, 5-4. Feels like it's going to be one of those nights. It's not going to take 5, it's not going to take 6. Better get to double digits if you want to feel safe in this one. Smith in 2019 with the Mets hit 283 OPS, 881. During the COVID season at 993 OPS. Just never really recaptured his form after that. First pitch home to Alex Jackson's lined out towards center, backing up Kroon and still backpedaling, makes the catch. 4th final out of the inning. Bulls reclaim the lead though, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. To the bottom of the second, Durham leads 5-4 here on the Iron Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley. Home half of the second, Iron Pigs trailing again, 5-4 Durham after the 2-out RBI single for Dom Smith in the top of the second. All 9 runs today coming with 2 outs. 9-1-2 to up the Pigs. Kingery, Kroon, and Wilson. Kingery, crucial error in the first inning, allowing 2 runs to score with 2 outs. Trying to recoup some of that here as he faces Joe Rock. First pitch. And Kingery fouls it away. 0-1. Scott 4 for 16, a triple, 2 RBIs, both of those RBIs plus the triple coming against Rochester. Oh, 1. Kingery takes high. Ball and a strike. Rock drafted out of Ohio University. Ohio Bobcats, alma mater of one former 1-1. Kingery takes, change up top of the zone, 1-2. Former pre- and post-game show host here on this very Iron Pigs Radio Network, Connor Mills. 1-2. Kingery takes up and in, 2-2. And on that Ohio Bobcats Athletic Hall of Fame, right next to Connor Mills, is none other than Phillies legend Mike Schmidt. Sure, they're right next to each other. 2-2. Kingery fouls it off the catcher Jackson. Schmidt, a second-round pick of the Phillies out of Ohio. Went on to an illustrious career. If my memory serves right, Schmidt went to Ohio not with pro baseball on his mind, but I believe he wanted to be an architect. Ohio's got a relatively renowned architectural program. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Kingery down on strikes. One out in the second, 2 strikeouts now for Rock. Lineup flips the top for Matt Kroon. First pitch. Kroon takes down and away. Kroon started off the first with a base hit, came around to score on the Luke Lowe 3-run double. 1-0. Kroon, a ground ball towards the whole left side. Third baseman Basabe charges in for it, cuts it off, and throws to first. Gets Kroon speeding down the line. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, nobody on for Weston Wilson. Pitch home. This is down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0. Weston checks his swing. Ooh, he went around. Home plate umpire Tanner Dobson rings him up 1-1. Looking back through the history of Ohio University baseball draftees, it is it's a long list with not a lot of major leaguers, which is why it's stunning to see Schmidt. Schmidt is Ohio University's only drafted 10-plus WAR player. Pitch to Wilson, hard smash to second on the hop though. Simon gloves it, sets his feet, throws to first to get Wilson, and we have our first scoreless half inning of the game. Pigs down in order here in the second. We go to the third. It's Durham 5, Lehigh Valley 4 here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley. Durham popping back in front. Both teams with 4 runs in the first, all coming with 2 outs. Durham's 4 runs unearned, while Lehigh Valley 3-run double for Jordan Luplo. The pitch. Meisner takes a heater at the knees, outside corner, 0-1. And then an RBI single for Nick Podkul. Meisner walked and scored his first time up. The 0-1. Checks his swing. Cutter in the dirt. 1-1. StatCast calls that pitch from Allard a cutter, 83 miles an hour. 6 inches of horizontal or vertical break. The pitch. Meisner pops it up. Foul ground, third base side. Podkul giving it a peek. It's into the seats. It's also got 4 inches of vertical break, 6 inches of horizontal. So it's something between a cutter and a slider, which I saw we were coming up on the anniversary of when, about a year ago, 1-2. This is outside, 2-2. A pitcher for the Braves, it was actually Lucas Litke, who we saw with Worcester to begin the season. Pitching for the Braves at Petco Park. And Petco has the StatCast pitch types on the board whenever pitch is thrown. 2-2, just low. Garcia thought it was in there, was about to whip it around. Full count. And Litke's pitch was a cross between a cutter and a slider. And we'll combine those 2 words into a word that sounds bad. 3-2, Meisner fouls it off. Full count still. Into a pitch called a slutter. And it caused quite an uproar. And this pitch terminology has just gone too far. That's why we call it the sweeper. 3-2. Fouled back. Because quite frankly, we couldn't figure out anything better to call it. It didn't sound profane. Still a full count on Meisner. Top of the third. (3-2). Meisner takes called, strike 3. This time Allard gets the bottom of the zone. 5th strikeout for him this evening. 1 away in the third. 3 innings today for Allard, and he struck out the leadoff man in all of them. Typically that portends to a lot of success getting the leadoff man. Ruben Cardenas, the hitter. He drives the first pitch down the right field side, slicing back towards the TD Bank Plaza. Foul ball. Durham leading by a run. They took 5 of 6 from the Pigs last year. 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. Durham would go on to win the second half IL division title, actually besting the Iron Pigs. Lehigh Valley went into that final week of the season 2 games back with 6 to play. 1-1. Cardenas fouls it back. Pigs held the tiebreaker as well. Ended up not mattering as, I believe, to end the season, Durham went something like 12-2, while the Pigs, having gone just 10-4, couldn't make up enough ground. 1-2 pitch. spiked curveball way out in front of home. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Even though Durham won the second half title, they ended up falling to the inevitable Norfolk Tides, the AAA national champions. 2-2. Breaking pitch misses away. Full count. Another full count for Allard. He's had a lot of those here today. 6 of them. 3-2. Up high, ball 4. First walk Allard has issued since back in the first. 4th one he's given up today. 1 shy of a career high that he's done just twice. And that'll get the Iron Pigs bullpen stirring again with Allard above 70 pitches at 72. Logan Driscoll bats. Doubled over the head of Muzziotti, driving in 2 runs in the first. Allard high set, throws over to first. Cardenas back in safely. Allard just happy, healthy to begin the season. Missed most of last year. The grade 2 right oblique strain that he suffered in spring training. 1-0. On the outside corner, or first pitch rather, on the outside corner, 0-1. Pitch home. And this ball stung towards right center field. Kroon got a good jump on it, can't get there though. Able to knock it down in the gap. Muzziotti comes over, picks it up with the bare hand, fires it in. Over to third goes Cardenas, and Driscoll with his second double of the game. Second and third with 1 out. Off the bat, man, Kroon had an excellent beat on that. That ball hit just too dang hard. 106 off the bat. Kroon did a great job just to get to it and realizing that he couldn't really field it cleanly, just knock it down. Muzziotti go to hustle, there to back him up. Second and third, 1 out. Ronnie Simon, the hitter, struck out his first time on. Corners play a couple steps in, middle infield back. And now time called. Allard steps off. The pitch. Simon lays off high. (5-4) Durham, top of the third. Allard peers in for his side, shakes off Garcia once. Now comes set. The pitch. Fastball poured in. 1 ball, 1 strike. (1-1). Change up, misses down and in. Griff McGarry throwing off the mound again for the Pigs in the bullpen. He'll be first out today. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Snap throw back to third. Garcia bobbled it, and looks like he caught his finger on something. Shaking it out pretty good. Cardenas got back to third safely. Hopefully Garcia's okay. I think he caught that on Simon on his follow-through. Garcia has had, unfortunately, finger problems throughout his career, just fluke stuff. Foul ball here, hitting a batter with a throw there with your hands. And you can see Garcia double clutched it, and then on the follow-through, hit Simon in the back. 2-2 on the hitter. Allard just shy of 80 pitches. 5-4 Durham, top of the third. The pitch. Chopped weakly down the third base line. Fair ball, skips on Podkol, able to glove it, but has no play. Cardenas comes in to score. 6-4 Durham in the third. I think that skittered off the top of the base. because it really sped up on Podkol. Cardenas, watching the ball go by, decided to break. He's safe. Driscoll stays at second, and it's 6-4 Durham. I think that's going to have to be scored a base hit. And yeah, looking at the replay, that got right off the bag. And with Podkol having to lunge for it and then recover, no chance to throw out Simon. So run home. Hitters Tristan Peters. The pitch. Rolled over on the ground towards the whole right side. First baseman Hall dives, gloves it, flips to Allard covering, and just gets Peters. Diving stop by Derek Hall gets the second out of the inning. Runners advance to second and third. It is a single and RBI for Simon, by the way. 6-4 Durham leads, and that's going to be the last batter that Allard faces. Goes through the lineup twice, and now with 2 outs in the third, Griff McGarry is going to come on with Allard just past 80 pitches. We've got a pitching change here from Coca-Cola Park. We'll take a break for a minute and come back with a new arm on the mound. Stick with us here on the Iron Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Goodrum already his third plate appearance of the game, and we're just here in the top of the third inning. He's gone 1 for 2, single, a run, a stolen base his last time up. McGarry, 5th round pick out of the University of Virginia in 2021. Right-handed arm, 6'2", 190. Deals to Goodrum. Swing and a miss. Nasty back foot slider. 0-2. Like we talked about with Griff during his pregame interview, some type of cross between cutter and slider. StatCast calls it a cutter. 9 inches a run. 0-2 pitch. Backdoor slider misses. 1-2. Griff refashioning himself as a reliever this year after struggles towards the end of last year as a starter. Third appearance. 1-2. And Goodrum rocks it deep down the right field line. Hooking foul. Out in front of a fastball. McGarry tried to sneak it by a 95 on the inside edge. Second and third, 2 outs. 6-4, Durham leads, top of the third. McGarry trying to stop the bleeding. Griff 3 innings this season, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. Another 1-2 to Nico Goodrum. Here it is. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Now a little bit of a skip for McGarry coming off the mound, but he didn't know how many outs there were. Nope, that's 3, Griff, good work. Comes in out of the pen, strikes out Goodrum, and strands to a board. But Durham does add another. Home half, third, Iron Pigs trail by 2, 6-4 Durham. Sam Jelinek with you from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. 3-4-5 due up against Joe Rock. Gave up 4, all with 2 outs in the first. Bounced back, retired the side in order in the second. Lefty into his wind, the pitch. Called a strike, sinker at the knees, inside corner. Barely nipping the zone. Clemens walked his first time up. It was a nice long at-bat. 0-1. Misses low. Clemens ended up seeing 7 pitches. Iron Pigs loaded the bases with nobody out in the first and waited until there were 2 outs to actually cash in. 1-1. Clemens lays off a slider low, 1-2, or 2-1. So far this season, I've been impressed. Clemens' patience and discipline at the plate seems markedly improved. 2-1. Drives this one out towards left field deep. Slicing back towards Peters. Onto the track. Reaches out. Goodbye so long. Farewell just over the wall and left. Cody Clemens, a line shot homer the other way. It's a 1-run game again. 6-5 Durham. Didn't know if that one had the height to get out. Didn't know if it was going to go to the wrong part of the alley. But Clemens to left center just catches the short wall there before it juts out to 400 in the power alley. Cody's second home run of the season. One-run game, 6-5 Durham. Aramis Garcia next to hit the pitch. Swing and a miss, chased a sinker outside. You could kind of see Cody going around first. He couldn't tell if that ball got out of here. Kind of throwing up his hands a little. 0-1. Aramis takes down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Garcia struck out swinging his first time up the pitch. Chased a changeup down the way, and that was the pitch that Rock set up Garcia with his first at-bat. A couple of those change pieces down and outside. .6-5 the score. Pigs down a run. Kick and the pitch. Garcia, broken bat liner up the middle for a base hit. 2 straight hits to begin the inning. Meisner gets it in from center. 2-strike hitting from Garcia. Down the count 1-2. Trades the bat for a hit. Brings up Derek Hall. Popped to short right his first time up. Was a whale of a play by Ronnie Simon, the second baseman, going backpedaling, reaching over his shoulder and bringing it in. The pitch. Hall rips it on one hop to second to the seat of his pants. Simon has it, goes to second, one, relay to first, just late. Oh, that could have been a stunning double play for Ronnie Simon. Hall hit it so hard he sent Simon to his wallet. Fell onto his butt. It started the double play almost. Just the first out of the inning as Hall replaces Garcia at first. That was 107 off the bat for Hall. Fielder's choice for 6. Runner at first for Jordan Luplo, and Rock misses just outside, ball 1. Outfield straight away for Luplo, infield double play depth. Jordan, a bases clearing double his first time up. Now ahead in the count, 2-0. Next pitch is down and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Hall at first, the tying run. The pitch. Luplo fouls it back. Tried to wait out a sinker off the outside corner. Go the other way. Two-one on Luplo, the pitch. Shoots it the other way, foul into the netting. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jordan generates quite a fair amount of power from pretty average frame, 6 feet, 190 the pitch, and he fouls it back just above us. Luplo listed 5'11", 195, out of Azalea, California, went to Fresno State. Two. And Luplo, a one-hopper back of the bag at third. Basabe has it, goes to second, 1. Relay to first in time for an around the horn inning ending. 5-4-3 double play. Pigs do get a run in the inning on a Cody Clemens solo shot. Sends us to the 4th. Bulls 6, Pigs 5. Here on the Iron Pigs Radio Network. Top of the 4th. Time for the RAV 4th inning, brought to you by Toyota. Visit Toyota.com to find your new 2024 RAV4 today. Toyota, let's go Iron Pigs. Basabe, Smith, Jackson due up against Griff McGarry. McGarry from the stretch with nobody on his first pitch. Called a strike. That fastball got the bottom of the zone. 0-1. Griff struck out Nico Goodrum to strand 2 aboard in the third, beg your pardon. First time Griff has come on in relief in a dirty inning. 0-1, swing and a miss. Slider down and away. Basabe chases 0-2. Roslevius 0 for 2. Flied to right, struck out swinging. McGarry, first base side of the rubber, stretches and deals. Slider all the way to the backstop. Ball 2 strikes. It's great to see Griff have this much success out of the gate after what happened last year. Near 20 walks and 5 innings of work. Come back this year and start out of the bullpen. Throwing BBs. 1-2. High chopper to third. Next to the bag, Podkol gloves it. Flings across it, touch high, but Derek Hall's pretty tall. Reels it in. Basabe retired. 1 out to begin the 4th. Brings up Dom Smith, first baseman. 1 for 1, walk, run scored, and then an RBI single his last time up. The work from McGarry this offseason was refining his mechanics, going to a simpler throwing motion, a much shorter arm circle. Pitch to Smith. Fastball misses away at 95. Trying to get that velo back up like it is right now at 95. There's many who think that once Griff is kind of full bore as a reliever. 1-0. Smith rolls it foul into the Bulls' dugout. 1-1. There's no reason he can't get up to closer to 97, 98. Coming home to Dom Smith. Slider down and in, checked his swing, appeal to third. He held up. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 very different situations, but I view McGarry's start of the season here very similarly to Francisco Morales' at the beginning of last year. 2 guys with high-octane stuff out of the bullpen. 2-1. Fastball runs outside, 3-1. Trying to refine themselves at AAA. For Francisco, he had a great start to the year, but last year it was masked by underlying numbers like his walk rate and strand rate that said that regression was coming. 3-1, Smith rips it out to right center for a hit. Into the gap, Kroon cuts it off, and Smith will hold the base in. While for Griff, it's still very early here through just 3+ outings. But he's been able to limit the walks. He has fallen behind probably more than he would have liked, like that 3-1 pitch to Smith. But on the whole, he's getting swings and misses. And that's the most important thing. Miss bats. Really hard to be good at this game as a pitcher if you're not missing bats. Pitch home to Alex Jackson is crushed. Deep to left. That clears the tiki bar for a 2-run shot. Hanging slider, and Jackson got every piece of it. 2-run homer, and Durham back up by 3. 8-5 Bulls here in the 4th. Tried to flip in and get ahead slider, and Jackson sitting on it. Second homer of the season for Jackson. Now 8 RBIs as well. Now big moment for Griff. Bounce back. Put the homer behind you. First pitch to Meisner misses. Roll outside. Meisner 0 for 1. Walked and scored in the first. Struck out looking to begin the 3rd. Slider spiked in. 2 balls, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes. Meisner awaits the pitch. Off the end of the bat, cued foul. 2-1. 8-5, Durham leads. Iron Pigs pitching so good through 6 games to begin the season. It's now the most runs they've allowed in 1 game this year, and we're not even out of the 4th. 2-1. Fastball, inner half. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Griff, navy blue, long sleeves, even on a warm night. Red and white cleats, set just above the belt. 2-2 to Meisner. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Slider in the dirt, Garcia tags him out to complete the strikeout. 2 outs in the 4th. And with that, we'll pause 10 seconds for station ID here on the Iron Pigs Radio Network.
Your home for Iron Pigs baseball is WEEX Easton, WODE HD2 Easton, and W234AX Allentown, a Cumulus media station.
Sam Jelinek with you from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. Connor Brown back in the studio. 8-5, Durham leads, top of the 4th. 2 outs, nobody on for Ruben Cardenas, and he takes high and outside, ball 1. Cardenas 0 for 1, reached on an error and scored in the 1st, walked and scored in the 3rd inning. Right on a right matchup, McGarry down the hill, and this one rolled foul, third base side. Nice bare hand pickup by Morgan Ensberg, Bulls manager. Ensberg, I won't go so far to say he was one of my favorite players growing up, but he was a player that I knew of and thought was really good. And he did have a very good career. 110 career homers, OPS plus of 113. Out of USC. 1 ball, 1 strike. McGarry kicks and throws, and the fastball misses up high. All-star in 2005. That's the season I remember him for, because I was a huge MVP baseball player, and that 2005 Morgan Ensberg version was money. Ensberg, 36 homers, 101 RBIs. 2-1, curveball upstairs, 3-1. Finished 4th in MVP voting that year, behind Derek Lee, Andrew Jones, and Albert Pujols. 3-1. Cut on and missed. Challenged him with a fastball up and in. Full count. 3-2 on Ruben Cardenas. 2 outs, top of the 4th. He calls time, steps out. 8-5, Durham on top after the Jackson 2-run homer. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Blue 93 by him, and McGarry with 2 strikeouts in the inning, 3 in the game, ends the 4th. But 2-run homer for Alex Jackson makes it 8-5 Durham as we go to the last of the 4th here on the Iron Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley. Home half of the 4th, the RAV 4th inning drives along, brought to you by Toyota. Visit Toyota.com to find your new 2024 RAV4 today. Toyota. Nick Podkol leads it off against Joe Rock, and he pops the first pitch. Back and out of play. Strike 1. Podkol, an RBI single, tied the game at 4 back in the 1st. Right-handed hitter against the lefty Rock. 56 pitches, fires home number 57. Missed outside, 1-1. Zach Houston, Lewis staying out in the Iron Pigs bullpen. Looks like McGarry is going to be done after an inning and a 3rd. The wind and the 1-1. Podkol off the end of the bat, a cue ball towards the right side. Everybody freezes. First baseman Smith picks it up, flips to first, and Podkol's in with a headlong dive. The throw went off the hands of the pitcher Rock. And Podkol aboard to begin the 4th with an infield single. It was one of those in-between balls hit softly between first and second, where Rock, the pitcher, wasn't going to get to it. Smith, the first baseman, looked at Simon. Finally, Smith broke for it. Flipped to Rock covering, and Podkol, smelling a base hit, headlong dive. He's 2 for 2. Pitch to Simone Muzziotti. Fastball top of the zone for a strike. Muzziotti 0 for 1. Bounce to 3rd, his first time on. Iron Pigs down 8-5, bottom of the 4th, the pitch. Muzziotti lashes it the other way into the protective netting, 0-2. 8 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Bulls. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Pigs. 0-2. Muzziotti takes down low. It's really been just 3 pitches tonight for Rock. That sinker, changeup, and the slider. 1-2. There's the slider in the dirt. 2-2. Sometimes he'll morph that slider into more of a cutter. Bottom of the order for the Pigs. Podkul, base hit, let it off. Now the 8-hole hitter Muzziotti. 2-2. Muzziotti, a foul ball, dribbles to the backstop. No action yet in the Durham bullpen. Pitch home, Muzziotti swings and misses. Got him to chase a changeup down and in. Rock with punch out number 3. 1 out in the 4th. Rock went just 60 pitches in his first outing. That was 64 there. Most teams like to work in increments of 15. Bumping guys up, start per start. Brings up Scott Kingery, the pitch. Kingery shows bunt, takes low. Ball 1. Basabe was playing back to the bag at third. Now he'll play even with it. Runner at first, 1 out. 8-5, Durham leads. The pitch. Outside, snap throw to first, and it sailed down the right field line. It'll go all the way to the sidewall. Podkul to second, he stops there. Cardenas, the right fielder, backs it up. Error on Jackson. First error of the day for the Bulls. So runner in scoring position, 1 out. Bulls have scored in every half inning so far. 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth. 2-run homer for Jackson, 2-run error in the first, 2-run double for Driscoll. Smith, an RBI single. 2-0. This time. For the Pigs, 4 in the first, Luplo, 3-run double, Podkul a single. Then 1 in the third, Clemens a solo homer. 3-0 on Kingery. Rock delivers. Outside, ball 4, he walks the 9-hole hitter. First and second, 1 out. Tying run comes to the plate, and Matt Kroon will be representing it. Infield comes together for Durham. We'll see if the pitching coach joins them. Instead, it'll just be Smith from first, Simon from second coming in, talking with the catcher Jackson and Rock. Home plate umpire Tanner Dobson goes out to break it up. Durham does have somebody loosening out in their bullpen now. Based on size, kind of looks like Erasmo Ramirez. And it is Erasmo Ramirez. First and second, 1 out for Kroon. The pitch takes down and away, ball 1. Kroon 1 for 2, singled in the first, grounded out in the second. Iron Pigs trying to chip away. They've managed to come back to tie the game. That was back in the first, but they've never led tonight. 1-0 pitch. Kroon a drive, deep left center field. Meisner on the run, reaches out, won't get there. Extra bases for Matt Kroon. Podkul comes in to score. Kingery's right behind him. 2-run double for Matt Kroon. It's a 1-run game. Again, 8-7, Durham leads it. Pigs never say die. Matt Kroon, another 2-hit game, his third of the season. He drives into 8-7. Tying run now in scoring position, and Weston Wilson digs in. Weston 1 for 2, an infield single back in the first, still looking for his first homer of the season. The pitch. Just outside, ball 1. Said it earlier, it wasn't going to take 6, 7, 8, or 9. It's going to take double digits to win tonight. Wilson takes on the inside corner, 1-1. One of those wild, wacky, turbulent games to begin a week. One. Weston fouls it back and out of play. Ball 2 strikes. Pigs are in a better position than most to weather this storm of Allard only lasting 2 2/3. They have Taiwan Walker making a major league rehab start on Thursday, which pushes Max Castillo into relief. Soak up some innings on Thursday. Time called, Wilson steps out, which means that the Pigs really have to burn their bullpen tonight or tomorrow. Worst ways to begin the week. 1-2. Wilson lines it over the netting into the seats, right field side. Will pinball around and actually land in a seat back right up against a fan's back. One way to make a catch. Wilson trying to come through. 30-30 season last year, off to a slow start. 1-2 again. Fouled back, defensive swing. Fastball up and out of the zone, is able to fight it off.
Wilson, I believe in you, buddy. And we just met, but we best friends. Home run.
Cody Clemens on deck. He homered last time up against Rock. Kroon at second, the tying run. The pitch. Wilson checks his swing, appeal to first, and Tretiak rings him up. Fourth strikeout for Rock. 2 outs in the fourth, and it'll be up to Cody Clemens. And Clemens is not going to be facing Rock. Out to the mound goes the manager, Morgan Ensberg. And it looks like Erasmo Ramirez is coming on to face Cody Clemens. Ensberg asks for the baseball, and that's going to be all for Joe Rock. We've got a pitching change. Game hanging in the balance here early, 8-7. Bulls lead back in 60 seconds. Here on the Iron Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Still the last of the fourth, Iron Pigs threatening to tie this ball game back up. Bulls forced to go to the bullpen. Joe Rock replaced by Erasmo Ramirez. 8-7 Durham. Matt Kroon at second. He's driven in 2 with a double. He's the tying run. Cody Clemens, the go-ahead runs at the plate. Ramirez replaces Rock, who goes 3 2/3 on the hook for 7 runs plus Kroon. 8 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. 76 pitches, 49 of them for strikes. So Ramirez, who's got a good amount of big league time, almost 9 years worth. Spent time big leagues with the Rays, believe the Mariners, the Nationals, Red Sox, Mets, Tigers. Third appearance of the season for him already. 4 innings, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk. 6 feet tall, 220-pound righty. First pitch to Cody Clemens down the dirt. Fake the snap throw to second. Ball 1. Ramirez out of Nicaragua. 33 years old, will turn 34 at the start of May. Cody 1 for 1, walked and scored and homered. His second of the season. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Cutter, center, cut. Ball and strike. Sitting started with the hustle of Nick Podkol. Beating out an infield single. Kingery walked. Kroon drove them both in with a gapper to left center. 1-1. Cody, a weak chopper up the first base side. Charging in. Smith gloves it. Flips to Ramirez. Covering at first. Almost bobbled it. But holds on to retire Clemens and end the inning. Pigs get 2 back on the Kroon double. Make it a one-run game. We go to the fifth, 8-7 Durham. Top of the fifth, Iron Pigs trimming it back to a one-run game again. 8-7, Durham leading after the Matt Kroon two-run double. Zach Houston relieves Griff McGarry. McGarry an inning of third, 2 runs, 2 hits, no walks, 3 strikeouts. 26 pitches, 16 strikes. Outside of the long ball to Jackson, Griff looked really sharp. Came on second and third, 2 outs in the third, got out of that. But hands the ball and the baton to Zach Houston now. Third outing for him. 2 innings, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, that's it. Logan Driscoll leads it off. 2 doubles, 2 runs driven in. Takes the first pitch way inside, checked his swing, appeal to first. Ball 1. Driscoll 2 rockets out to right center. Houston, big righty, stretches and deals. Misses high and outside, sweeper missed. Ball 2. Houston signs as a minor league free agent with the Yankees last year, signed with the Rays this offseason, and then dealt to the Phillies. 2-0. Down and away with a sinker. 3 balls, no strikes. So Houston was teammates with a lot of these guys in the Bulls dugout for most of spring training. Camp with the Rays. 3-0. And Driscoll swinging away, floats it down the left field line. This will be trouble. It's in for a hit and skitters towards the sidewall. Driscoll on his way to second, and he's there standing with his 3rd double of the game. Not exactly a picture-perfect 3-0 hack for Driscoll. But he still drops in a double the other way. When you're hot, you're hot. Brings up Ronnie Simon. 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Ended up skittering over the top of third base bag. Podko plays in at third. Simon, switch hitter, bats left, shows bunt, tries to drag it, pulls it back. And the pitch is high and away, ball 1. One-0. Simon shows bunt again, tries to drag it, and fouls it off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Houston, mostly sinker sweeper. Drafted out of Mississippi State in 2016 by the Tigers. Spent 6 years in their system. 1-1. And Simon skies it to shallow right. Muziati racing in, gets to the spot, makes the catch. 1 out. Houston, a strikeout artiste. Last year, strikeout per 9 of 15.4 between AA Somerset and AAA Scranton Wilkes-Barre. That was good for 8th in all of the minors, minimum 40 innings. 9-hole hitter Tristan Peters bats, 0 for 2. Left-handed hitter. Houston letter high set, throws. Sweeper way inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Houston high, dark socks, black glove. Trimmed his beard. It's kind of clinging to the face now as opposed to something thicker. There's a wide variety of facial hair on this Pigs team. They are not cookie cutter. 1-0. That breaking ball's on the inside black. Ball on a strike. Got Cal Stevenson, big bushy beard. Same for Weston Wilson. Derek Hall's kind of got your standard beard. Houston's got the shaped up shorter. Nick Podko, the goatee. 1-1. Down and in, hard slider. 2-1. Two balls a strike on Tristan Peters. 8-7, Durham leads it, top of the 5th, the pitch. Popped up again. Third base side behind home and into the seats. Pinballs around. Oh, almost a one-handed grab by a fan. Fan who ended up grabbing it wearing last year's Sunday jersey, Derek Hall's version. Good pickup. 2-2 on Tristan Peters. Out at second, Driscoll, 1 out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 94. Punch out for Houston, 2 outs in 5th. Houston kind of gives me a little bit the way he throws of Ryan Shaw vibes. If you remember him, the reliever, had a lot of success mid-2010s for the Guardians, part of that back end of the bullpen. Andrew Miller, Cody Allen, and Ryan Shaw. Top of the order, Nico Goodrum bats, 1 for 3. The pitch. Sweeper at the knees, 0-1. Goodrum open stance from the left side, white batting gloves. 0-1, misses way inside. That hit Goodrum? It did. Couldn't tell if it got him or not. Caromed away from Garcia, only because it hit Goodrum. Seemed like it kind of got him towards his elbow, but looking at the replay, I'm not certain, if I'm being honest. Oh, no, that did get him on the elbow. Upon closer review, putting my eyeglasses on, reading glasses. So Goodrum hit by the pitch. First and second, 2 outs. Oslavis Basabe, the hitter, 0 for 3. The pitch. Swing and a miss, hanging sweeper, up and in. Basabe chases. Basabe out of Venezuela. Traded from the Rangers to the Rays back in 2020. Bright orange batting gloves, yellow and red elbow guard. 8-7 Bulls, top of the 5th. 0-1 on the way. Sinker pushes Basabe off the plate. Ball and a strike. Basabe taps the plate both sides. Houston dead set on the rubber. Will look to second. The pitch. Sweeper high and away. Basabe under 200 to begin the season, 184. The pitch. And he cracks this one high in the air, deep towards left. Clemens going back to the warning track at the wall. He's out of room. Oslavis Basabe, hot or cold start, be darned. 3-run shot to left. And Durham re-extends the lead. Now a 4-run advantage, 11-7 Bulls in the 5th. Hanging sweeper and Basabe, 386 out to left. The Iron Pigs bullpen, which was so good against Rochester, they allowed just 1 run. The bullpen did up in Rochester, getting tagged for 5 here today on 2 homers. 2 outs, nobody on. Dom Smith hits, 2 for 2. 2 runs scored plus an RBI. The pitch. Fastball's high. .12 innings for the bullpen for the Pigs last weekend. Smith slices the 1-0 into the seats, 1-1. Now just the 1 run. Today, a little bit less luck. 11 runs on 9 hits for Durham. They've scored in every half inning. 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Pigs. First runs that Houston has allowed this season. 1-1 offering. And Smith, a line drive towards center. Kroon coming on into a slide. He makes the catch. Matt Kroon, a nice defensive gem, ends the 5th for Durham, but not before Oslavi Spasabe, a 3-run homer, extends the Bulls' lead. We're halfway home. Durham up 11-7, halfway home, and well, first half of this game is to be believed. We still have a lot more in store. Combined 18 runs between these two teams on 17 hits, 2 errors, 6 walks. Pigs trail by 4 as Durham's scored in every half inning. So far tonight, Aramis Garcia leads it off for the Pigs, 1 for 2, singled in the 3rd. Pitch from Erasmo Ramirez, called strike cutter at the bottom of the zone. Ramirez came on and retired Cody Clemens to end the 4th, replacing Joe Rock, whose line is final. 7 runs in 3 2/3. Aramis singled, broke his bat back in the 3rd. Takes the 0-1, outside corner, 0-2. Four, 5, 6 due up. Garcia, Hall, and Luplo. 0-2. Ramirez misses down and away. Ball 2 strikes. One, 2. Swing and a miss. Up and away. Garcia chases. First strikeout for Erasmo out of the pen. 1 out to begin the 5th. It is great to see the Pigs' bats finally break out. Not surprised it happens in the nicest weather that they've played in so far this season. Still pretty cold up in Rochester, even when we got to playing last weekend. Pitch to Derek Hall, outside half, 0-1. One thing we knew this team was going to do was mash. Certainly done that tonight. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Ramirez climbs the ladder, sneaks it by Hall, 0-2. Derek 0-4-2 is popped to second and grounded into a fielder's choice to second. Both times fine plays for Ronnie Simon. Hall calls time. The last one, a 1-hop smash that was hit so hard that Simon ended up falling onto his backside. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Change up. Makes quick work of Hall. Down and out of the zone. Back-to-back strikeouts for Ramirez to open the 5th. 2 away. Jordan Luplow's turn to hit. 1 for 2. DH. Cleared the bases with a double in the 1st. Grounded into an inning-ending double play back in the 3rd. The pitch. Luplo lines it the other way into the seats. Strike 1. Game 1 of 6 here this week. 6:45 tonight, Wednesday, Thursday. 7:05 Friday, 6:35 on Saturday, 1:35 Sunday. 0-1. High and away. First full 6-game set at home for the Iron Pigs this year. We'll go on the road next week, commuter series to Scranton, then back home to finish off April at home. 1-1, down low, 2 balls a strike. Charlotte coming to town 2 weeks from now. So for some reason, the only teams to visit Allentown in the month of April were teams from North Carolina. 2-1, up high. 3-1 on Luplo, 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the 5th. 11-7 Bulls, and the pitch inside, ball 4. As our amateur umpire can confirm for us. It's kind of funny about the guy in the stand calling balls and strikes is the guy behind home plate, Tanner Dobson, our umpire tonight, isn't even calling balls and strikes. He's got our robotic overlord calling the strikes for him. Here's Nick Podkul, 2 for 2. The pitch, fouled back. Ooh. Took a big rip at that one.
I tried to catch it.
Loop low at first, 2 outs.
Hey, yo, Nick.
Pigs down by 4. Podkul RBI single in the first, infield single in the fourth, came around to score.
Nick hit a triple. Nick hit a triple.
0-1. Podkul takes down the middle, 0-2. Our intrepid umpire next to the crowd mic requests a triple for Podkul.
Yo, everybody.
Let's see if he's as good at calling balls and strikes as he is making requests.
Everybody's
0-2 misses high, 1-2. Or predicting the future.
in. Everybody wait. Everybody's looking at us. Damn, cheer us on.
1-2 on Nick Podkul. And he foul tips it, held on to by Jackson. Podkul down on strikes. Ramirez strikes out 3 in the 5th. And the inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. Top of the 6th, Durham 11, Lehigh Valley 7. Sam Jelnick with you here from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. 4-5-6 for Durham. Jackson, Meisner, Cardenas against Zach Houston. Allowed 3 runs in the 5th on an Oslavis Basave 3-run homer. Trying to give the Pigs some length here today. We are expecting Orion Kirkering to have 1 inning here tonight. Pitch to Jackson. Missed outside, ball 1. Jackson 1 for 2, walked and scored in the first. Line to center in the second. 2-run homer off of McGarry in the fourth. Right on right matchup. Houston the stretch, deals home. Misses outside, 2 balls, no strikes.
Alex diversifies his portfolio. He really does. He don't take no chances.
2-0. Jackson fouls it back, 2-1. Orion Kirkering on Major League Rehab. Here with the Pigs today. Taiwan Walker expected to make a rehab start on Thursday. All those Major League Rehab outings brought to you, as always, by Good Shepherd. 2-1, swing and a miss. Sweeper down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Houston looking for a bounce back after 3 runs in the 5th.
I appreciate Alex.
Houston stretches, kicks the leg down the hill, and Jackson skies it on the infield. Halfway between first and second, Kingery running around like a madman finally gets under it. Makes the catch. 1 away, took a circuitous route. Going all the way to the outfield grass and then coming all the way in. One out, nobody on for Cameron Meisner. Walked and scored, struck out twice, 0 for 2. Left-handed bat, the pitch. Houston misses high. Calling that a slider at 87. Houston can spin it pretty good. 2,500 RPMs on that slider. 1-0. Sweeper down the middle. 1-1. Seems like Houston's got 2 different versions of that breaking ball. A softer sweeper at 80 than a hard slider at 87. 1-1. Sweeper again, below the zone. Sweeper certainly coming into prevalence past couple of years. Not without good reason. 2-1. Fastball zips in on the inside corner at 92. Basically what pitching analysts have found is that if you add more horizontal movement, glove side if you're a right-handed pitcher, or lefty for that matter, more movement that way. 2-2. Oh, almost hits Meisner as he able to check out of the way, or did that hit him? It did hit him. Got him on the leg. They appealed the swing to third. No swing. Sweeper gets away from Houston and hits Meisner on the back knee. Basically, for every inch of movement that you can add glove side without altering the vertical depth of the pitch, becomes that much harder to hit. Especially when you pair it with a very teachable pitch like a two-seam fastball that does the exact same thing, going the opposite direction. One going glove side, one going arm side. Houston set, pitch to Ruben Cardenas, swing and a miss, sweeper outside. Strike one. Cardenas has scored twice, reached on an error, walked, and struck out. One out, top of the sixth, 11-7. Durham on top. Throw back to first, and Meisner's picked off. Took a false step towards second, and after Houston hits him with the pitch, he adds insult to injury and picks him off. Just kind of stumbled getting back to the base, lost his footing with his lead foot. Just like that, 2 outs. 0-1 on Cardenas. The pitch, sweeper away, 1-1. Houston looking for the first Pigs 0 of the day and first time to face the minimum. 1-1. Fastball top of the zone. Down the middle, called a strike. 1-2 on Ruben Cardenas.
Ruben's a saint. You better not call no strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Houston gathers. Holds. Now offers and deals. And a late emergency hack from Cardenas. Fouled back.
Way to work up that Rube.
Sinker boring in on his hands, able to foul it back.
They got his cage in like animals. Look at this shit. I'm telling you, he can't even move it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch.
Hey, get
Sweeper
out,
way
Ruben.
outside. Cardenas not interested. Two and 2 on Cardenas. Houston, deep breath, delivers. And Cardenas a line drive into left, a base hit. Bulls refuse to go quietly in any inning. 2 out single. Frame continues for Logan Driscoll, who's doubled 3 times tonight. Driscoll, 2 doubles to right, 1 to left. He's driven in 2 runs. Houston set the pitch. Driscoll checks his swing, slider in, he laid off. Ball 1. Quite a few games have already gone final across the IL. Omaha played a day game, 10-3 winners over Gwinnett. Iowa 9-7 over St. Paul. Columbus throttles Louisville 13-4. The pitch. And this ball cracked again by Driscoll. Deep to right. Muzziotti back, looks up, and that's gone. Logan Driscoll, after 3 doubles, says, I want more. 2-run shot to right. 13-7 Durham here in the 6th. Sinker right down the middle. And Driscoll, who has barreled up everything so far tonight, adds 1 more. First homer of the season, 4 RBI night. The Iron Pigs still in search of their first scoreless half inning. Aramis Garcia goes out to the mound to chat with Houston here. About to throw his 40th pitch of the game. There's no action in the Iron Pigs bullpen. Other scores from across the IL, Buffalo 6-5 winners over Rochester. Right now, Jacksonville has a no-hitter going against Charlotte. Nashville leads 7-0 over Memphis, 6-4 Toledo over Indianapolis. And Scranton Wilkes-Barre shutting down the vaunted Norfolk Tides offense, lead 5-1 in the bottom of the 9th. Here's Ronnie Simon, switch hitter, bats left. Takes the first pitch outside. Simon 1 for 3 with an RBI single. 4 in the first, 1 in the second and third, 2 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, and 2 more here in the sixth for Durham. 1-0. High and tight, Simon spun out of the box. Pigs came back to tie it at 4 in the last of the first. They've gotten it back to 1. A couple of times. Now trail their largest deficit by 6. 2-0 is down and in, makes Simon jump over the fastball. Three 3-0 on Simon. Here it comes, and it's inside again. Simon wanted no piece of that. Gets out of the way. Ball 4. And the third out here in the sixth remains elusive. And still nobody throwing out in the Iron Pigs bullpen. Looks like there is somebody on the mound. Not sure if they've begun throwing though. Swear that looks like Orion Kirkery. First pitch to Tristan Peters is a sweeper down the middle for a strike. I know Kirkering, when he had been throwing down in Clearwater, did have a wraparound inning, but he's just kind of up, moving about. Pitch to Peters. Sinker at the knees, 0-2. Tyler McKay is now actually throwing, just in case Houston has any more trouble. 2 strikes though on Peters, has not been a part of the fun. 0 for 3, 2 punch outs. Houston trying to sit him down again. 0-2. Fastball in, makes Peters jackknife out of the way. Peters' feet close together, slightly open stance, wiggles the bat, the pitch, and he uncorks a high drive, but foul, way out in front. Ball, 2 strikes. Still 1-2 on Tristan Peters. The pitch from Houston, and Peters a line drive into left center. That falls for another hit. Going first to third, Simon. Kroon will just throw it into second. Another hit for Durham. Tristan Peters joins the fun. 1 through 9 have now all reached base. First and third, 2 outs. Back to the top of the order, and Nico Goodrum. Goodrum 1 for 3, singled, stole a base, scored in the second. Hit by a pitch and scored back in the fifth. Top of the sixth, 13-7, Durham. Houston delivers, and Goodrum tattoos it. High in the air to right, Muzziotti stares and watches it fly. 3-run shot for Nico Goodrum. The third homer Zach Houston's allowed in his outing, and it's 16-7 Bulls. Second 3-run homer Houston's been tagged with. Sweeper down and in, nitro zone for a left-handed hitter, and that's going to be all for Zach Houston. Anthony Contreras pops out of the Pigs' dugout. It's just one of those days for the Pigs' pitching staff. 16 runs home for Durham, 5 here in the sixth. Pitching change for Lehigh Valley. Be back in 60 seconds here on the Iron Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Outside corner, a changeup. To begin the year, 4 1/3 for Tyler, 3 hits, 1 run, no walks, 1 strikeout. Right-handed pitcher, 6'6", 180 from the stretch, nobody on. Slings from 3/4 arm slot, and this is inside with a 2-seamer. 2 balls a strike. Not quite, I guess I call it a turtleneck that Tyler's wearing, the higher cuff on his neck. Under Armour logo. Mustache, lettuce hanging out the back of his hat. Misses inside, 3 balls a strike. Masabe, the first of the 3 homers against Houston, a 3-run homer his last time up in the 5th. 3-1, sinker down the middle, full count. 16-7, Bulls lead. 16 runs on 13 hits. 3-2, and Basabe triples it foul to the backstop. "11 of Durham's 16 runs tonight have come with 2 outs. Less than ideal. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Basabe down swinging, and the 6th inning comes to a close. But Durham blows this one wide open. They score 5 times here in the 6th. 16-7. Durham now leads by 9 as we go to the last of the 6th. Simone Muziati leads off against Erasmo Ramirez in line to win this one for the Bulls. He's come out of the pen. First pitch strike to Muziati, outside corner. Joe Rock went the first 3 2/3, allowed 7 runs on 8 hits. Pigs got it to an 8-7 game. The pitch, Muziati a weak number up the third base side. Tough play for Basabe, and he won't even try. Picks it up with the glove next to the bag, puts it in his pocket. Infield single for Muziati. It's now 1 for 3. 9th hit of the game for the Pigs. Brings up Scott Kingery. Ramirez since taking over for Rock. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. Now 1 hit allowed, no runs. First pitch. Kingery fouls it back. Orion Kirkering throwing out in the Iron Pigs bullpen. He'll have the 7th. He went an inning and a third for Clearwater last week, so I'm curious if he'll get an inning plus here, a little wraparound. 0-1. Fastball top of the zone, 0-2. Phillies have said that they want Kirkering to get a little bit more work in. Game on, game off, game back on. So expect him Tuesday, Thursday this week. And he's eligible to be activated later this week. 0-2, swing and a miss. Kingery down 3 pitches, 4th strikeout for Ramirez. 1 away, lineup flips to the top for Matt Crew. Croon 2 for 3, a single, a 2-run double back in the 4th. Made it a 1-run game again. The pitch, down the dirt goes the backstop. Muziati will scoot up to second on the wild pitch. It's another solid start to the year for Croon, picking up where he left off. Had a great cameo with the Pigs to end last year, hitting close to 400. Impressed a lot of people during spring camp with the Phillies as well. 1-0, lays off high. Said it before and I said it again, Matt Croon, he's gonna be big leaguer at some point, somewhere. 2-0. Fastball just a little bit low. Just hits the ball too darn hard to keep him off a major league team. 3-0. Taking all the way, Ramirez finds the zone, 3-1. It's not like any one of Croon's tools is double plus or 70 or 80, but it's more that across the board he's above average almost all of them. Closest thing I'd say to 70 grade stuff. 3-1, line shot right center. Another hit for Matt Croon. Cut off in the alley by Meisner. Croon will hold up at first, but Muziati comes around to score. 3rd hit of the game for Matt Croon. 3rd RBI as well. And it's 16-8 Durham on the RBI single. The one tool that I was about to say is probably closest to plus for Kroon. Hitting, contact, dude just barrels. Matty barrels. One out, runner at first for Weston Wilson. Swings the first pitch, it's a slow roller to short, charging in, Goodrum flips the second one. No turn to first, Simon holds on to it. Fielder's choice, Kroon is out, Wilson replaces him at first. 2 outs, still the man on for Cody Clemens. Cody 1 for 2, walked and scored in the first, solo homer in the third, grounded out to end the fourth. The pitch, off the outer edge, ball 1. It's kind of the at-bat of the night. You look back on it now. Ramirez retiring Clemens with the tying run out at second to end the fourth. The pitch. This is away again.
Cody, give me a double.
Infield shades Clemens a little towards the pull side. 2-0. And Cody pops it in the air down the left field line, slicing into the seats.
Cody, hey, Cody, give me a double. Drinks on me for everybody. No, I lied. Don't worry about it. Y'all alcoholics.
Wilson at first. Iron Pigs being doubled up now, 16-8. The pitch. Ramirez misses in.
The score is 8-16. Dang.
Three 3-1.
Hey, good.
Cody lays off. Ramirez misses high and outside. Ball 4. Second walk is issued out of the pen. 2 on, 2 out. Aramis Garcia hits. Nobody up in the Durham bullpen. Bulls willing to let Ramirez chew up as much of this game as they can. And pinch hitting for Aramis Garcia is Jose Godoy. So Godoy will catch the rest of this game. Garcia finished 1 for 3. Wonder if AC will start emptying the bench a little bit now in an 8-run game. Godoy from the left side, 2 on, 2 out. Ramirez delivers, and Godoy a hard chopper towards the whole right side, flagged down by the second baseman Simon. Underhand flip to Smith at first. Godoy retired, and the inning over. Pigs get a run on the Matt Kroon RBI single. Still down a boatload though. Top of the 7th, Bulls lead 16-8. And now coming into the game on a Good Shepherd rehab appearance, it's Orion Kirkering. Tonight's rehab by Kirkering is brought to you by Good Shepherd Rehab Network, the exclusive sponsor of Major League Rehab appearances at Coca-Cola Park. Nationally recognized experts in physical rehab, Good Shepherd gets you or your loved one back in the game, back to work, and back to everyday life following injury, illness, or surgery. For more, visit homerunrehab.org. Expertise, innovation, compassion, Good Shepherd. Kirkering returning to the Iron Pigs after a little Florida vacation last week. Went down and pitched with Clearwater with the weather in Rochester abysmal. Kept him on schedule. Threw an inning and a third. That was last Friday. Struck out 4, hit a batter. First pitch to Dom Smith is fouled away. 0-1. 16-8 Durham. Bulls have scored in every half inning tonight. And if Orion Kirkering can't keep them off the board, I don't know who can tonight. 0-1, sweeper on the outside corner, 0-2. Kirkering, fastball, sinker, and sweeper. Rocketed through the Philly system last year, beginning at single A, ending in the postseason. 0-2, swing and a miss. Nasty sweeper, Smith, gone on 3 pitches. vicious sweeper at 2,800, almost 2,900 on the spin rate. Brings up Alex Jackson, 2-run homer back in the fourth, 1 for 3, 2 runs scored. Kirkering stretching the pitch. Sweeper backs up, misses inside, ball 1. Kirkering deals. Swing and a miss. Sinker at 96. 0-1. Bulls getting some action going out in the bullpen, a righty. Michael Gomez, we saw him last year a lot with Scranton. 1-1, swing and a miss. Sweeper down and away. Jackson caught leaning. 1-2. Orion did say he enjoyed his trip down to Florida. He said seemed like the weather was a lot better down there. He was happy to get away from Rochester. 1-2, swing and a miss. Kirkering strikes out Jackson. 2 outs. Seven pitches, 6 strikes for Orion Kirkering. 2 punch outs. Cameron Meisner, the hitter, 0 for 2. Hit by a pitch, walked. Left-handed hitter, the pitch. Hard grounder out towards short, ramps off the mound, takes a funky hop on Wilson, knocks it down. Throw to first, not in time. Ball was 105 off the bat, and it scooted off the mound and ramped out towards Wilson, who had to go down into a slide, going down to his knees to knock it down. And that'll be a base hit. Not a whole lot Weston could do. So once that ball ramps off that mound like that, the way I kind of like to think about it, the way it looks, is if you've ever hit a golf ball, almost like a stinger, the pitch, sweeper on the inside corner to Cardenas, 0-1. If it's, skittered a couple of times across body of water, it's basically what it becomes, the way it looks. It's wicked. 0-1. Ooh, and that hit Cardenas right on the elbow guard. And thank goodness. That was 96, destined to break his forearm. That's why you wear an Evo shield. Whew. And he's still just trying to feel out his arm a little bit. Morgan Ensberg, manager, comes down and checks on him. The trainer for Durham heads out as well. Just the sound of that was brutal. Even though he's got the elbow guard on, the reverb almost, when he's getting hit like that, still leave a dent. Cardenas will stay in the game. 2 on, 2 out. Logan Driscoll, 4 for 4. 2-run double in the first, 2-run homer his last time up. Two on, 2 out. 16-8 Durham. The pitch. Backdoor sweeper in for a strike. And that's just when you know Kirkering's going well. Spotting that sweeper, inside, outside, up, down, left, right, doesn't matter. 0-1. Sweeper rolled over on the ground to the right side. First baseman Hall surrounds it, flips to Kirkering covering. To retire Driscoll for the first time tonight and end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left for Durham. Go to the last, the 7th, time to stretch. 16-8 Bulls here on the Iron Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Hope you got a good stretch in. On to the last, the 7th, 16-8 Durham doubling up Lehigh Valley. Michael Gomez replaces Erasmo Ramirez. Ramirez goes 2 1/3, allows a run, 2 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. More likely than not, in line for the win. 36 pitches, 22 strikes. Gomez replaces him. Fans, for the 7th inning, every 7th inning home run the Iron Pigs hit this season, Ashley will donate $100 to charity. Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. First pitch to Derek Hall, in for a strike. Gomez with Scranton Wilkes-Barre last year. The Pigs saw him a bunch. 0-1. Hall laces it foul down the left field side. 0-2. To begin this year, no record, 6.23 ERA, fourth appearance. 4 1/3, 4 runs, 3 earned, 5 hits, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. 6'3", 210 out of Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. 0-2. And Hall, a line drive out to center. That's going to be a hit. Find some real estate. And Hall, first hit of the day for him, 1 for 4. 11 hits for the Pigs tonight. Easily their best offensive output of the season. Unfortunately, it's going up against their worst pitching performance of the season. Jordan Luplow next to hit, 1 for 2. 3-run double in the first. Gomez stretches and throws. Fastball at 93 on the outside corner. Smith playing back of Hall over at first. Andrew Bellotti throwing in the Iron Pigs bullpen. 0-1. Inside on Luplow, tucks the hands out of the way. One. Swing and a miss. Luplow climbs the ladder, 1-2. Jordan's 3-run double back in the first made it a 1-run game. Pigs tied it. Nick Podkol following with a single. One-two. Luplow down the right field line, slicing back into the seats. Baseball's top prospect, Jackson Holliday, getting recalled by the Orioles. That's neat. Makes me a little sad. 1-2. Luplow again serves down a play right side. I was hoping to see him when Norfolk came to town. Maybe that was wishful thinking because that's in over a month. Ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Luplow checks his swing, appeal to first, and Mitch Tretiak says he went around. Luplow gives him his what for. It's down on strikes though. 1 away. Nick Podkol hits 2 for 3. Takes from Gomez down low, ball 1. Down low from Gomez, ball 2. Pitching matchup tomorrow. David Buchanan for the Pigs, second start of the year for him. Got roughed up by Worcester his first time out. Mason Montgomery 0 for 2, or 0-2 for Durham. The pitch. Podkol takes a sinker down the middle, 2-1. Derek Hall at first, 1 out. 16-8. Durham leads bottom of the 7th. The pitch. Podkol leaves it up high. 3-1. Podkol lets a fastball go down the middle. Full count. Three and two on Podkol. Hall at first, not being held on. The pitch. Podkol hits it hard on the ground to third. Backpedaling, Basabe gloves it, throws to second one. Relay to first in time. Good turn by Simon at second. 5-4-3 around the horn, and the inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. On to the 8th, 16-8. Durham leads here in the Iron Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Third appearance on the season. 2 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 homers, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Talked quite a bit, actually, with Andrew in the clubhouse today. Just about what he was up to. During the week in Rochester. Pitch home. High and outside to Ronnie Simon. Ball one. Said they really didn't get up to too much. They went and sampled a good amount of fare around Rochester. Tried a lot of restaurants, which that sounds wonderful to me. 1-0 pitch. Simon flutes it out of play. 1-1. Taylor Lehman said that they hit up Dinosaur Barbecue, and I said, you got to make sure you go to the original in Syracuse. The one in Rochester, owned by the same people, but that's a knockoff. It's not the real thing. 1-1. Simon takes a strike. Simon 1 for 3, an RBI single, back at the third. Durham scored in every inning until the 7th. Bellotti stretches, hands together at the chest, the pitch. Simon, a weak tapper the other way, playing off the line. Podgold, the third baseman, gloves over to first. Retires Simon. 1 out. It's one of the beauties of baseball. Thanks to the schedule, the way the leagues are set up, you really are taking the parts of the country you don't spend a lot of time in. I'd probably say, for most of the guys on this roster, none of them would ever think about the pitch to Tristan Peters. Changeable way, ball one. They would have ever thought about spending on their own volition 4 days in Rochester without playing baseball. But you have to explore the city a little bit. 1-0. Peters, a line shot out towards right center. That'll find the grass and scoot up the alley all the way to the wall. Peters around first. He'll shift down gear into second. They 1-out double.
All right, hey, y'all get home safe.
Lineup flips back to the top. That's Nico Goodrum coming in. 2 for 4, 3-run moonshot his last time up. Just feels like every mistake pitch the Pigs have made today, Durham has been on and then some. Goodrum bats the left, switch hitter. Bellotti deals and the pitch is fouled back. A 1. Goodrum line shot the other way. That's into left. Another hit. Over to third. Peters. Goodrum holds it first. Fastball on the outside black. Goodrum just goes with it, and just missing Durham barrels right now is really hard to do. Credit to Durham. They're hitting every mistake pitch. They're hitting every pitch out of the zone, in the zone. Doesn't really matter. 16 runs on now 16 hits. First and third, 1 out. Hitter is Oslavis Spasabe. It's got to be frustrating as a pitcher for the entire staff tonight that seemingly everything you throw up there, just nothing works. Sabe, 3-run homer in the 5th. Bellotti deals home. Sliders on the inside corner, 0-1.
Hey, I'll sell it for $500.
Bellotti stretches, kicks, and throws. And Pasabe fouls it to the backstop. 0-2.
Hey, please. Hey, bro. Please, bro. Yo, bro. You hear us, bro. It's just baseball. It's just baseball. They 350. It's just baseball.
First and third, 1 out. Middle infield at double play depth. Bellotti, cranks and throws. Spiked the slider. Nice block by Godoy. 1-2. Bellotti uncorks the 1-2, and it's shot the other way over top the Bulls' dugout. Sabe stays alive. Phillies trail 3-0 against St. Louis. Zach Wheeler sharp. Phil's offense absent. Another 1-2. Basabe takes just low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Phillies shut out for 5 innings by Sonny Gray, making his 2024 debut. Man, he carved them. 64 pitches to get through 5. 2-2. Basabe, high chopper towards short on the third hop. Wilson has it, goes to second 1. Relay to first, not in time. Basabe legs it out. Credit him for an RBI. Fielder's choice. 17-8. Durham. Bang, bang play at first. I think he beat it. Fans don't want to hear it. Dom Smith hits. 2 for 4, 2 singles, an RBI. Run scored as well. First pitch, high and away. Phil's offense tonight has gone 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Durham has gone 6 for 15 with runners in scoring position. The pitch, and this ball smacked high in the air, deep center by Smith. Kroon going back onto the warning track, turns around and makes the catch. Almost didn't turn around in time. When he finds the ball, finds the wall, and retires Smith to end the 8th. Home half of the 8th, 17-8. Durham leading the Pigs. Sam Jelinek with you from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. 8-9-1, Muzziotti, Kingery, and on top, Matt Kroon. Michael Gomez faced the minimum in the 7th. Comes back down for the 8th. I would wager that he'll probably try to finish out the game here for Durham. The pitch, Muzziotti takes outside. Would credit him with a save for the old arcane for the final 3 innings of a win. Get you a save. 1-0, misses outside to Muzziotti. Ball 2. That was one thing a lot of people didn't know for Ricardo Pinto getting the save last week against Cincinnati. Ricardo didn't get it because he threw the final 4 innings in that game. Pinto got credited with the save. 2-0, down the middle, 2-1. Because when he entered the game, it was a save situation. I think it was a 3-1 game at that point. Pinto held serve the rest of the night. 2-1, it's in for a strike. 2-2. Muzziotti singled his last time up. The pitch, backdoor sweeper, called strike 3. Muzziotti down looking. Second strikeout for Gomez. 1 out in the 8th. Iron Pigs historically have always struggled against Durham. Maybe not to this extent. Kingery takes a strike. All time, Pigs are 43-57 against Durham. They have just 3 winning seasons against the Bulls. First 2 years of existence for the Pigs franchise. Kingery takes away 1-1. 08 and 09, which is actually very impressive now that I think about it, because good gracious, were those 08 and 09 Iron Pigs teams atrocious. 1-1, down the middle, 1-2, bell time. They were so bad. So the fact that they had winning seasons against Durham those years, go figure, but that was when the Rays were starting to come into their own. 1-2, Kingery powers up high in the air, deep towards right. Cardena's back in front of the warning track, Camp Sundry. 2 outs. The last winning season for the Pigs was 2016. Bulls coming to Coca-Cola Park this year for the first time since 2019 when, go figure, Durham swept the 3-game series. Especially in recent history, Durham has just been so good that winning against them for anybody has been tough. Matt Kroon hits, takes a strike. Kroon 3 for 4, eyeing a 4-hit game. Single, 2-run double, RBI single. Takes foul tip, 0-2. 2 strikes on Kroon. Gomez looking for 1-2-3 inning. The pitch. Fastball misses outside, up to 95 from Gomez. I feel like we didn't see this kind of velo from him last year. 1-2. Kroon a high chopper, slowly hit towards second. Charging in Simon, gloves, throws in the run and airmails it off the Bulls dugout. And Kroon safe at first. And that'll be an E4. Just way off target. Kroon hustling down the line, but a good throw gets him. First pitch to Wilson, misses inside, ball 1. Iron Pigs down 17-8. Pitch to Weston, line drive out to left. That'll find real estate. And on a hop in front of Peters. 2 on, 2 out. Cody Clemens next up. Cody, a solo homer, packing the third, has reached base 3 times with 2 walks. Left-handed hitter, Gomez delivers, and Clemens fouls it back over the screen. No balls, a strike. Oh, 1. Cody pops it up behind home. Jackson gives it a look, and it's 1 row deep behind home. Two strikes on Cody Clemens, 2 on, 2 out. 17-8, Durham, bottom 8. The pitch. Gomez fires a fastball away, 1-2.
Okay, Cody.
1-2. Cody pops another one up behind home. We'll get into the seats.
Cody, okay.
1-2. Cutter misses outside. Durham has scored in 7 of 8 frames tonight. Pigs had tied the game at 4. They trailed 8-7 as well. So it's 6-5. 2-2. Cody fights off another. Soft grounder foul, first base side. 7-pitch at bat. Two again, and Clemens powers up high in the air, left center. It'll stay in the yard though. Slicing towards the gap, Meisner tracks it down just onto the warning track for the final out here in the 8th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. We go to the 9th, 17-8 Durham here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. The 9th against Durham, his old team. It will be Jackson, Meisner, Cardenas due up against Pony. Esteban, now in his age 32 season, 5'9", 200, or like 5'7", or 5'5", 199. Beg your pardon. Pitch is in for a called strike. 0-1. Heroes lobs it, and Jackson fouls it away. 0-2. Pony last year appeared in 3 games, 2 innings, 7 runs, 8 hits, 3 walks, no strikeouts. 0-2, he fires down low. Tried to ramp it up, 75 miles an hour. They call it a curveball. I think it's less curve, more gravity. 1-2. Ephus is drilled out towards left center, deep. Kroon on the run to the track. He's out of room. Second homer of the day for Alex Jackson. Solo shot, 18-8, Durham. So Durham padding on a little bit, now lead by 10, or just lead of the day. It's 105 off the bat on a 46-mile-an-hour pitch. Pitch misses inside to Meisner, ball 1. Hero stretches and throws. Fastball on the inside corner, 80 on the gun for Pony. Giddy up. Mixing and matching the speeds. The pitch. Fires, ooh, just missed down low, 84. Two one, and Meisner dribbles it foul into the Bulls dugout, 2-2. The mental somersaults that Durham hitters have to be doing right now, 2-2 misses high. They have to be doing right now, trying to figure out what Pony's going to throw next. 3-2. And Meisner, a high drive towards left center. Kroon tracing back towards the gap, slicing away, reaches out, can't get it. It's down, extra bases for Meisner. He's into second, he'll stop there. Double. That ball just kept on slicing away from Kroon. So I think there must be a little bit of a jet stream up there tonight. And Meisner with a double. Long run for everybody involved there. Here's Ruben Cardenas. Heroes lobs one down and away. StatCast says that's a slider. Slowly sliding. 1-0. Line drive to third. Podkul picks it as knees. 1 out. One out, runner at second for Logan Driscoll. 4 for 5, 3 doubles, 4 RBIs, a homer. See what Pony can do here. Heroes comes set, delivers, and lobs it just inside. 45 miles an hour. Still disappointed that we've never gotten a sequel to Scott Kingery's lone major league pitching performance. 1-0. This is outside 2-0 when Kingery pitched, I think it was 2019 against the Mets, and lobbed it in at 35 miles an hour. 2-0. Driscoll takes inside, ball 3. Not to bring up poor memories, but 3-0. just down and away, ball 4. Driscoll walks. Last year against Scranton Wilkes-Barre, the Pigs were getting blown out. They had to go to a position player to pitch. I believe it was Key Rose and then Stevenson. Scranton Wilkes-Barre was taking quite a few pitches. With the automatic strike zone that night, you can't, as an umpire, intervene to try to speed things up. You know, a couple of those pitches were close, and in a different world, I think a umpire would call those strikes. Pitches down and into Simon, ball 1. There was a heated discussion between Pigs manager Anthony Contreras. Simon takes called strike, and Scranton manager Shelley Duncan after that game. It went on for about 15 minutes behind home plate. 1-1. Simon, a ground ball towards the hole right side. Kingery dives, knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first, delayed. Bang, bang play at first. And it's a base hit for Simon. Great play by Kingery, great effort just to get to it. But the gist of the conversation between AC and Duncan last year was, if we put a position player on the mound, and you're going to take pitches with the automated zone, we're just putting the position player on the mound to speed things up, get this done. First pitch to Peters is low, ball 1. So just help us out a little. And it seemed like Duncan was countering with, well, every at-bat matters to our guys, no matter who it's against. 1-0 is down away, ball 2. They're going to play their ABs the same way if it's against Esteban Quiroz or if it's against McAble. 2-0. Peters ropes it down the right field line. That's a fair ball. It'll go to the corner. 1 run scores. 2nd run scores, stopping at 3rd. Simon, and in at 2nd with a 2-run double, Tristan Peters. 20-8. Durham. Back to the top of the order, Nico Goodrum. 3 hits, 3-run homer. Heroes lobs, and a tie. The main problem with position players pitching with the ABS system is those lobs like that from Quiroz. It's really hard to get those to be a called strike. Goodrum slices one down the left field side. That's a fair ball, and one hops into the corner. 2 more runs will score. Goodrum trundles into second. And it's 22-8. Durham. Goodrum's driven in 5. Slavius Basabe next to hit. Quiroz has now thrown 23 pitches. No, they don't want to leave him out there to dry too long. Basabe swings the first pitch, fouls it over the screen into the seats. Strike 1. Just a tough start to the week for the Pigs. 0-1. Quiroz rifles in a fastball in the outside corner. 0-2. 84. 22 runs, 21 hits for Durham. 8 runs, 13 hits for the Pigs. Both teams with an error. 0-2. Basabe checks his swing. Ring him up. Nope. Firstman umpire Mitch Tretiak says no. Quiroz so close to the punch out. Would have been the first of his career. No dice. 1-2. Basabe takes one down the dirt. Durham has scored in 8 of 9 innings today. 2-2. Down and away, ball 3. Basabe awaits. 3-2 from Quiroz. Here it is. And Basabe line shot into the left. Another hit. Over to third, Goodrum. Basabe walks down to first with a hit. His second hit of the day. Last year, the Pigs also used Cal Stevenson. Maybe they bring him in. See if going to the lefty changes things. Tom Smith, the hitter, takes a first pitch lob for a strike. 2-1. And Smith one hopper to short. Wilson can't field it on a tough backhand. It's into left for a hit. Coming in to score Goodrum, 23-8. Durham. 95 off the bat. Wilson trying to figure out a way to backpedal and spear it on the backhand at the same time. That's a play maybe you make 5 times out of 100. First and second. Still just one out. Now Alex Jackson, who homered to begin the inning. Pitch misses low. (1-0) in for a strike. 1-1. 23-8. Durham. The pitch. Jackson takes outside. It goes right by Godoy. Runners advance on the pass ball. Two one is down the dirt. 3-1. And Jackson launches another one deep towards left center, back towards the berm. It's a 3-homer game for Alex Jackson. A solo shot, a 2-run shot, and now a 3-run shot. His second here in the 9th, both off of Esteban Quiroz. And this game is getting out of hand. It's 26-8 Durham. Anthony Contreras is going to hop out to the mound, and yep, it's going to be Cal Stevenson to try to mercifully put this game down. Pony tried what he could. He was asked to throw strikes. He did. It's just that Durham is hitting everything in sight. So it'll be Cal Stevenson getting the final 2 outs here in the 9th. We won't take a break. We'll stay here. Cal won't take too long to get ready. Hope not, at least. So Cal Stevenson takes over. Cal pitched, actually was a two-way player in high school and then for a little bit in college. He said when he got to college, first at University of Nevada, Reno, he found out very quickly that despite being a good pitcher in high school, he did not have what it took to pitch in college. He made 3 outings for Nevada, giving up 3 runs in 2 1/3 innings. 1 outing for the Pigs last year. It was a scoreless inning. Retired the side in order. He's ready to go. Cameron Meisner due up, bases empty, 26-8. Durham and Stevenson's first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. 9 runs here in the 9th for Durham. Next pitch is low. 1-1. The pitch. Stevenson misses high, 2-1. Meisner doubled earlier in the inning. It's been a while since the Pigs have given up this many runs, and Meisner another extra base hit. This one up the right center alley. He'll slowly trot into second. His 3rd hit of the day, 2nd of the inning. Pitch to Ruben Cardenas is inside, ball 1. (1-0). Inside, almost hit him. 2 balls, no strikes. Cardenas fouls off the 2-0, 2-1. This is now easily the most runs the Iron Pigs have ever allowed in a game. Pitch home, and it's rocketed to deep left. Clemens going back to the short wall, and it's gone. 2-run homer for Ruben Cardenas. And it's 28-8. The most runs the Pigs had ever given up in a game prior to this was 19. It's also the most runs they've allowed in an inning, 11 here in the 9th. That's not a whole lot to say. Most homers they'd allowed in a game was 6 coming into tonight. First pitch to Logan Driscoll's cut on and missed. And Durham has smashed that now with 8 homers here tonight. Or 7, beg your pardon. Called strike to Driscoll, 0-2. 3 for Jackson, 1 for Goodrum, 1 for Basabe, 1 for Cardenas, 1 for Driscoll, 0-2. And it's lined out towards left. It'll hang up for Cody Clemens, who makes the catch for mercifully the second out of the inning. That ends a streak of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 consecutive hits for Durham. 11 runs in the inning, 28-8 Durham. Pitch home, misses, ball 1. Fouled back, 1-1. Getting perilously close to also franchise record for most combined runs in a game. That was 38 against Rochester. Basabe pops up the 1-1 back into the seats, 1-2. If the Pigs don't have anything to say in the last of the ninth, they're also on the verge of the worst loss in franchise history. 1-2. Stevenson misses in, 2-2. That was 18. They lost 19-1 against Scranton Wilkes-Barre back in 2021. 2-2. And Basabe, a sky-high fly ball down the left field side into the seats. Also a record for most hits the Iron Pigs have given up. 2-2. High and away, full count. Basabe fouls off another, still 3-2. Basabe, the 14th man to hit in the inning. Lines it towards center. Kroon going back, jumps and he puts it away. Nice play by Matt Kroon to finally end the Durham ninth. They score 11 times. Last of the ninth, Iron Pigs down by 3 touchdowns, minus an extra point. It's 28-8 Durham. The worst pitching performance in franchise history by runs allowed. 11 of them coming in the ninth off position players, so a little bit of an asterisk on it, but still less than ideal to open this series. Godoy, Hall, and Luplo due up in the ninth for the Pigs against Joe Record. On relief for Michael Gomez. Gomez, 2 innings, no runs, 3 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts, 37 pitches, 26 strikes. Godoy, pinch hit for Aramis Garcia back in the 6th, grounded out to second. Takes the first pitch for a strike at the knees, 0-1. Record 6'3", 230, right-handed pitcher. From the stretch, kicks and deals. And Godoy, a weak tapper over the mound, charging in, good drum gloves, bobbles, has no play. That'll be an infield single for Jose Godoy. Record originally drafted by the Twins, 28th round out of UC Santa Barbara. 4th outing this season. 2 2/3, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. Derek Hall next to hit. 1 for 4. The pitch. And Hall fouls it away, 0-1. 28 runs on 26 hits, 1 error for Durham. 8 runs, 14 hits, 1 error for Lehigh Valley. 0-1. Hall takes low, 1-1. It's really a shame the way this game played out, because fight that the Pigs showed to, after seeing 4 runs scored in the first, answer back to tie it immediately. 1-1. Paul line shot the other way, slicing back on Peters. He reaches out and puts it away. He started in and managed to recover. Nice play by Peters on the line shot. 1 out here in the last of the 9th. 1 away for Jordan Luplow. He started the comeback for the Pigs back in the first, a 3-run double with 2 outs. Godoy not being held on over at first. The pitch. Luplow takes, called strike. Record very vocal on the mound. And the crowd having thinned out here in a 20-run game in the 9th. Kind of sounds like Wimbledon. 0-1. This is down away, 1-1. I'm sure he's got a mean forehand. At least it sounds like it. 1-1. Luplow fouls it off. The catcher Jackson knocks his mask off. Nothing like getting your bell rung with your team up 20. Two strikes on Luplow, 1-2. Joe Record delivers, and Luplow pops it up. Foul ground behind home. Jackson chasing into the seats. Jackson a 3-homer game, 2 coming in the 9th. Off of Esteban Quiroz. 1-2. And Luplow grounds it foul, third base side. Closest thing I've seen to what Jackson did in the top of the inning to homer twice for a 3-homer game was he's calling games down at single A for the Orioles. And there's a player who hit a solo homer to begin the inning, second of the day. And then later in the inning came back up. 1-2. Luplow, a line drive towards center, down for a hit. Meisner plays it on a hop. Godoy up to second. 2 on, 1 out for Nick Podkol. And the player came back up again with the bases loaded and hit a grand slam. Finished the day with 9 RBIs. Jackson, he's got 6. Nico Goodrum has 5. Logan Driscoll, 4. Two on, 1 out for Podkol. 2 for 4. The pitch. Fastball down the middle, 0-1. Good news, the Pigs aren't the only ones getting blown out tonight. Nashville leads Memphis 15-2. That's delayed in the bottom of the 6th, though. Seems like that might just go final. 0-1. Podkol lays off, called strike. 0-2.
Let's come back, bro. Come back on the century right there. Winnable.
Oh, I got the Pigs money line tonight. Hurry up.
0-2. This is outside, 1-2.
Lock in. Hook him up. Oh, you got that.
1-2. Podkol lays off the breaking ball in the Durham.
Here we go.
2-2. Down low, full count. Three-two. Podkol fouls it back.
Oh, hey, please, bro. That's the last ball, man. Hey, please. That's the last one. Oh, my God.
Eyes on the prize, Nick. Eyes on the prize.
Only 20 points?
28-8, Durham, bottom of the 9th. 2 on, 1 out. Podkol the batter, 3-2 again. Down low, ball 4. Never say die, Pigs. This pig ain't cooked yet. Bases loaded, 1 out. Simone Muziani next to bat. Muzi 1 for 4, singled leading off the 6th, came around to score. Kick in the pitch. Record drills a fastball in the outside corner, 0-1.
Let's go, Simone! Hey!
0-1. Muziani slashes it foul into the seats. 0-2.
Light work.
0-2. Muziani, a weak chopper the other way, over the third base bag and down the left field line. It'll skitter down the line, picked up by Peters. 2 runs coming to score, and Muziani into second with a 2-run double. Well, with those 2 runs, the Pigs have now just tied the greatest margin of defeat in franchise history. They need 1 more to avoid that mark on their ledger. Trail by 18 here, 28-10 in the 9th. First and second, 1 out, or second and third, 1 out. Scott Kingery, the hitter.
Let's go!
Record deals. And Kingery takes a strike on the inside corner.
Let's go, Scott! Let's go!
Top of the order on deck. 0-1. Kingery checks his swing, slider in the dirt. He went around. Home plate umpire Tanner Dobson rings him up.
Go, Scott! Go, Scott!
0-2. Swing and a miss. Foul tip held on to by Jackson. 2 outs in the 9th. Final hope is Matt Kroon. Kroon 3 for 5, 2-run double, RBI single. 28-10, Iron Pigs trail in the 9th. The pitch. Record's fastball is low, ball 1. Record setting mostly 95-96 here in the 9th. Pigs have forced him to work, 25 pitches. The stretch in the 1-0. Fastball hard of the plate, 1-1. So thanks to more intrepid reporters than me, Durham's 28 runs tonight, 1-1. Kroon swings and misses 1-2. The most runs scored in the International League since 2013. Norfolk set that mark last week with 26 against Charlotte, and Durham has now just eclipsed it with 28. 1-2. Kroon, a ground ball off the mound towards second. Simon stays down on it, throws to first, retires Kroon, and the ball game is over. Game 1 of this series goes to Durham in an offensive slugfest to end all slugfests. The final, it's Durham 28 and Lehigh Valley 10. Bulls pull away with 11 in the 9th to go home winners here on Tuesday. The final, Durham 28, Lehigh Valley 10. We'll go ahead, take a break, come back with the Staybird Suites, Allentown, Bethlehem Airport post-game show on the other side of this break. Here on the Iron Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.